Hello, and welcome to our 3D printed cord organizer project for our manufacturing design class by Matt McKay, Michael Turpin, Jack Rowan, Cordell Boone, Rick Cuervo, and Zach Walker. First, what is 3D printing? 3D printing is a form of additive manufacturing technology, AM for short, where a three-dimensional object is created by laying down successive layers of materials from a digital file, typically a CAD drawing of some sort. Objects can be almost any shape of geometry and are produced from a 3D model or some other electronic source. Furthermore, just like any manufacturing process we discussed in the class, additive manufacturing has many sub-principles and variations. However, for our purposes, we will be using material extrusion for our project. The Dremel Digilabs offered to the students of UGA specialize in this process of AM.
For our project, we decided to design a simple but effective cord organizer. The cord organizer is going to utilize 5 total pieces and primarily be used to organize cords on the side of your table or desk. This example here on the right, you can see it's using phone cords. This is just an example off of Amazon or eBay. We decided to be a bit more unique and designed ours for guitar cords, which are a lot bigger in diameter, about a 1/2 inch. And we went with a 2-piece design with a bolt as a hinge. This slide showcases our preliminary drawings. Okay, so this is our CAD model for the wire holder. So as you can see here, we got 2 main pieces here. Opens up just like this, hinging about this bolt here. So we've got 5 total parts, as I said. We've got the top, the bottom, got this washer here to use a standardized bolt, and then we've got the bolt screw and the cap that goes on the end of it. Originally, our design called to use another bolt to fasten it down here. Instead, this is designed to be a slip fit, so that it can just pop right in and out real easy. And that was originally a challenge for the 3D printing, but we eventually got it right.
So after the design process, we had a couple things to consider. First was improper dimensioning that could lead to complications during printing. So we actually had 2 different people working on the cord organizer, and they had to make sure that their dimensions and their units were the same for the files. Another consideration was improper design that's compatible with the 3D printing due to the product size, which we actually had an issue with when we were trying to make a pen, and we ultimately had to go to Home Depot to buy a standardized part. And then the last was lack of available printers, which wasn't such a big issue due to the amount of printers Driftmeyer has that were available for us to use.
Hello everyone, my name is Michael and I'm sitting here in Driftmeyer. I'm currently printing out our group design washer, coat, and screw for our 3D printed cord organizer. Now I have made sure to upload my CAD file to the splicing software, and then I have uploaded the software design splice into the actual printer. I have made sure not to touch the 450-degree nozzle that is printing out the melted plastic, or the 130-degree plate that is going onto. Hi there, welcome back. It's Michael again. So it looks like our 3D printed screw, washer, and coat just finished printing. I'm about to take it out, scrape it off the plate, clean them up, and we're going to assemble them right on up for this class.
Overall, the product works as it was originally intended, and we are satisfied with the final outcome. And though there were some hiccups along the way, it ultimately does its job and does it well. But, as with any product, there are always improvements that could be made to make it perform better and look better too. One area with potential for improvement is the clamping mechanism used to hold the parts shut. Currently, our design works, but it might not be as strong as other methods that could be used. We could improve this aspect of the product by designing and printing a buckle system that allows for a stronger clamp. Another area that could be improved is the shape of the product. While the current shape has no issues, it could be improved to look more appealing to the user. A third area for improvement is the overall size of the product. Compared to other cord organizers, ours is slightly more cumbersome in order to accommodate the 5 half-inch diameter holes. It could be scaled down some. A final improvement is the size of the holes used. The holes are larger than one might expect, but that's to accommodate different types of cords potentially used with the product. Making the holes smaller would make the product look better and work better with smaller wires, but would have the added drawback of not allowing the larger wires.
In terms of safety, there were several aspects of printing that we needed to address. Particulate matter and potentially hazardous vapors given off by heated filament, to potential injuries from moving parts, burn hazards, electrical hazards, and the possible risk of COVID-19 transmission between team members. The steps we took to ensure the safety of our team were lab training on ELC and then using proper PPE, both in the printing environment and in person when group messaging or video conferencing were not viable options. In conclusion, this project gave us firsthand exposure to 3D printing and additive manufacturing, as well as experience in the processes involved in designing and manufacturing a product from the ground up, as well as help prepare for real-world scenarios when teams are forced to think outside the box when it comes to communication and being able to articulate ideas with the individuals that you have little contact with. Thank you.